Hello guys, good morning. Nandito kami ngayon sa LJ, Georgia kasi mag-apple picking tayo ngayon. And mag-breakfast muna kami. Hanap muna kami ng makainan. We found a Waffle House. We're gonna have breakfast in there. And by the way guys, this is the place we stayed for 2 nights. We paid about $100 a night. This is the closest hotel we found near to the place where we're gonna do apple picking. The place has a nice view. It's actually clean and the quality of the room is more than the name budget implies. And we're gonna stop by here quickly before going to the apple orchard. And now we're heading to go pick some apples. Welcome to the countryside of LJ, Georgia.
Apples guys, meron nahulog na.
This type of apple guys is done for this year kasi as you can see wala na siyang bunga. So hindi yan ang klaseng apple ang pipitasin natin ngayon.
Nahihingal ako guys.
We had a half a mile to go there, so we stopped and took some photos. And then we've been told to follow that pink line over there to get into our destination. Beautiful ambience indeed.
Okay, nandito na po kami guys. It was a mile walk but not bad. It's just freaking cold even if there's sunlight. Ito ay Pink Ladies na apple. Okay babe, grab one.
A lot of bad ones.
Is it?
Looks like they're rotting on the tree.
We were supposed to pick Arkansas Black or Honey Crisp. Those were actually our choices, but they were not available. The best one they had left was the Pink Lady, which we were happily surprised because it was so delicious. They are a sweet tart crisp apple, I would say, and I would highly recommend this kind of apple. So this is what you will see as you first get into the place. And as you can see, there's not so much apples on the trees because they've been picked by the people when this kind of apple first opened to be picked. But don't you worry guys, because we will go further. I'm pretty sure that there is a lot of good ones out there. If you notice it, guys, there's nobody here now besides me and my husband. But we were not the first one who came here, because we saw a couple with their kid on their way back to the entrance while we are on our way in here. Look at this apple, guys. It looks so good.
Here's my basket, guys. Charan! There you go. $20 yung bag na to, guys. Tapos may mas malaki na pa nito, 40, at saka yung maliit is 10.
Want to double check them?
Okay, it's good. Alright, my turn.
That's all I can reach from that spot.
Do you want you gonna try it on?
They would
Which
have to
one?
really stretch.
Pink?
Yeah.
Try that one.
All guys wear pink.
Okay, I'm gonna transfer the apples from the basket to the plastic bag.
It's time for a storytelling, guys. I want to tell you the reason why I wanted to do apple picking. When I was a kid and growing up in a tropical country, one of my greatest dreams is to see an apple tree with lots of fruits in it, you know. I was just curious how it looks like in person, and that's definitely the reason why I wanted to do apple picking.
Mark, there's a lot over here.
I am genuinely happy that I was able to fulfill one of the greatest dreams of the younger me. It's a simple dream, but it had a big impact of my life. If I could talk to the younger me, please tell her that there's your dream. The old version of you is fulfilling it for you. To the younger me, now you know how an apple tree looks like in person, and you will also know the difference between freshly picked apple and the one you get in the store. And to tell you honestly, the freshly picked apple is way better taste than the one you get in the grocery store. And I just learned that there are 7,500 varieties of apples in existence throughout the world, and 2,500 of it are grown in the United States.
Uwi na kami, guys. Ito na ang aming bag. Malaki siya, guys. Although we have to back pa yan, pero nandito lang kami sa front kasi parang hinihinga lang kami.
And by the way, guys, there is no entrance fee or whatsoever. All you have to do is to get a bag in the entrance area. Small one is $10, medium size is $20, and a large one is $40. And then all you have to do is to pick apples, fill the bag up, and when it's full, you're good to go. The later it gets, the people showed up. As you can see, we're not alone anymore. And I was gonna try the slides, but I realized I'm overdressed, so I'm just gonna watch people playing in it. There's sunshine here, guys, but it's still freaking cold. Aside from picking apples, they also have petting farm, or you can pet their animals that are in their farm. Hi. Oh, hello. BJ Reese Orchard is 120 acres. 75 of it is available for you pick apple. It is family owned and operated in LittleFILIPINA, Georgia. Across the street is their hard cider store and wine called Reese's Cider Company, where you can try their free taste wine, cider, and beer. We did not go there, by the way, so I cannot show you anything about it. We went to their other store instead. So we are here in their wholesale and retail store. They have a bakery inside the store as well. They have apple jellies, apple butters, fresh squeezed apple juice, and a lot of things that are made of apples. And in this area, they have already picked apples, of course. They picked from their orchard. Lots of varieties of apples. That's the store that we went in. And we're gonna come back there on our way back to Florida because we don't want anything with us right now because we might have problems of how to store them or where to put them at the moment. So we're gonna come back there. And we are on our way to go get something to eat for lunch.
I'll have the smoked house pork barbecue pizza.
Okay. Well, you can get chopped pork or chicken or chicken livers or grilled pork chop or grilled chicken or smoked sausage with pepper and onions, and one side. Pick one of these.
Aside from their food, what I love in this place is that they were also recycling these cans from food products, and it looks awesome, right? It's so cool.
Bye. Good food.
So we just finished our lunch and we are on our way back to our room. We just want to relax for a little bit, and after that we're gonna go to one of their parks. And we are here. There is swing and slide for the kids. This park is called This Memorial Park. It is a very small park, but it has a very well maintained walking trails which winds along the river. There is a baseball field as well, that is the opposite side of the path. I would say this is a perfect place to go for a walk.
Car will start.
What did I just hear?
Car will start. Car will start.
Uh-oh, our car won't start, guys. By the way, this is the room, guys. I'm sorry about the mess. I try to clean it up the best I could. Hi guys, I'm back again. I just got finished cleaning up our mess. So now let's go talk about our car. Our roadside assistant did came, and we have AAA. We paid $100 a year for it. It's worth to have it, especially in this kind of situation where you are traveling away from home and your car broke and you need help. So what they did is they just jumped the car. Obviously, the battery was the problem. That's probably because of the temperature the whole night. It was 20 degrees Fahrenheit. It was actually an icy night, and the battery of that car is an old one, so it affected it. But anyways, before we go, guys, I'm just gonna show you the view one more time. Now we're packed and ready to go back to Florida. As I've mentioned earlier, we did stop by at BJ Rees Orchard Wholesale and Retail Store. We bought a gallon of fresh squeezed apple juice and some apple butter, jars of apple jellies, saltwater taffy, and a bag of apples. It's a different kind of apples. We're arranging and trying to fit everything in the car. Heading to Stone Mountain Park.
Not this particular place.
In a quarter mile, continue on to Jefferson.
And the admission, guys, is $20 parking fee, and you can also pay annually, which is $40. And the ticket to the Stone Mountain Skyride is $12 per person, and it opens Monday to Sunday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Nestled in 320 acres of natural beauty, Stone Mountain Park features family-friendly attractions, outdoor recreational activities, and a variety of on-site lodging options so you can stay where you play. There is a lot of options to do in this park, but in our case, we just wanted to visit the Stone Mountain before heading back to Florida.
You guys are too old.
Well, welcome everybody. Welcome. I'm going to stretch the truth. Actually, we said, get out of
He
here.
had black hair and no beard.
No, I always had a beard. It's back too. Nobody south has seen me without my beard. That's been since '74. As we clear the treetops, you're going to see the largest relief carving in the United States. This started back about 1912 when they hired board carving for the side of the mountain. That the family that owned the mountain gave them a 12-year contract to finish this on to the Association of the Confederacy. Well, in doing so, they laid it out pretty much to about 1919, and the board started some carving on it in the 2021. And about the beginning of 1922, they decided to go to South Dakota and start on Mount Rushmore. Well, then they brought in the Lucent group, and they worked on it in 1928. He did a lot of the outline of the actual carving part of it in there. And then the foundation kind of ran out of money, and the contract was up by the park, or by the owners, and they said, well, no more. So it sat dormant to 1964. Nobody worked on carving to get to 1964. Well, in the meantime, the state of Georgia had bought the land back in 1958. I said they bought it back because they gave us away in 1822 in a land grab program. This and 1,000 acres went with in 1822. Well, two things had to get done. Get a new artisan, which was Mr. Hancock they hired, and a gentleman went with him, a name of Art Faulkner, who could come up with a thermo-burning torch program, which allowed to cut that much faster than the old type of way of doing it. That carving is 90 by 190 by 42 feet deep into the mountain. So on the back of Travis, General Lee's Forest, think about putting two 40-some foot school buses back there that still walk around. So it covers 3 acres of land, the carving does. The rock itself is 825 feet high. There's approximately 4 miles of solid granite underneath you in there at that point in time. It's estimated in formation about 300 million years old. About every 100,000 years we gain an inch in height. I'm very disappointed in you folks because this is the only thrill ride we had. We just went through the thrill part of it, the dipping. But I have kids on here, man. You can just, the walls, I was crazy. Anyways, that is downtown Atlanta over there, about 18 miles away. Back over here on the horizon, you'll see another little mound on top of it. That is a second granite mountain, about 22 miles from it. It's about Panola. About half the size of this in height in there. So,
Oh, yeah, way up.
yeah. That's about
All the way to the horizon.
Yeah, around the horizon. That's looking south-southeast when you look that way.
Oh, I see it now, it'll hit my back.
And we're gonna bump a little bit going in. Right now, we're at 19 mile-an-hour winds on top, 18, 19. There's our bumps. When we exit here, we're gonna exit to my lab. You go through the double doors. You will see 6 great photographs that shows you exactly how this thing formed. The beginning of 2 major pieces of earth coming into a smaller piece of earth and taking it back down to the waters again. The process of what I'm doing. Take you about 2 minutes maybe, but I should tell you a whole lot about how this mountain formed. Off about it. Then you go to the center, you exit to your right, you go off and walk around. The snack bar is still open. You need something there to go. There's no hot coffee today. Then the back side, there's an observation deck that looks straight south. These are around about every 15 minutes, so feel free to take it when you want to go back down. Last window, just past the crack, about that door. Oh, we had some trees taken out 2 weeks ago, but the floor was hot.
It's warm in here. What is in there? You can see that there too. Cool. No? Why?
Usually you put it in there, you use the thing to look through.
No, I didn't bring anything because it's just so heavy in my purse.
Kind of like being in Voluntary State Park, just a different color. So windy.
This reminds me of Hawaii. The lava field.
That's what I said.
So this is how Stone Mountain look like. Okay guys, samahan niyo ako guys. Ang lamig. Yes, this reminds me of Hawaii. The only difference is that I am walking on the stone, not on a lava field. It is pretty cold and windy on top of the mountain, so I would suggest that wear sweater or anything that would keep you warm. And also tennis shoes is a must. It is better than wearing leather shoes. Yes, I was wearing leather shoes, but I was extra careful. I made sure I won't slide. And the reason why I'm not wearing tennis shoes here because I did not bring any with me in this trip. It looks like prenuptial photo shoot. Beautiful view for that. Pardon me guys, I'm just trying to get my angle here.
After getting into motion, making our way out of our landing dock, we'll soon be approaching this white tower up ahead of us, and that's going to be swaying forth back. So hang on one more time. Thank you.
It's not that bad. It's like, oh my god.
And here we go.
This is fun. Look behind us.
And it only took 4 years to build. It looked like it's going up a tad bit faster as we're making our way down, but I promise you we're going to.
That was short and smooth ride. The ride only takes about 2 minutes, and now we are here in their souvenir store. Now we are about to exit Stone Mountain Park. It's gonna take us 7 hours from Georgia to Florida. And that wraps up our trip to Georgia, guys. I really enjoyed this mini adventure, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching it as well. Thank you so much for being with me in the entire trip. And if you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please tap the subscription button and the notification bell as well, because it really means a lot to me and to my channel. Once again, thank you very much, and I hope I'm gonna see you on the next one. Bye.